This is State of the Stake number 44, and it's April 1st, 2021. It is April 1st. I don't have any jokes today, so everything that I say is factual. Just in case you're looking for some kind of joke, I'm not doing it today. I have some really exciting things I want to talk to. It's been about 2 weeks since I've done one of these. I do them when I get the urge, and today I have the urge. So let me tell you what's exciting. We have a friend named Ramirond, R-A-M-I-R-O-N-D, who I first met in the Rocket Pool Discord when he proposed adding something to the beacon chain graffiti wall, where you currently find a giant penis. Hello, Mr. Penis Creator. We've had some chats. You're a good guy. And I sort of chatted with him, and he allowed me to adopt and promote the idea. And so I took a bunch of really talented people and put them in the same room, and we talked about what we might do to develop this idea. And so working with Ramirond, Colfax, Grey Wizard, JCRTP, developers from the clients, I was there, I didn't do the work. They developed a really powerful automated graffiti tool that will work with any of the clients. It runs in Python, and it is super awesome. So we're going to do a demo of that soon. I don't think it has a catchy name. It's just kind of the graffiti tool, but you'll find it in the comments. And it's really neat because you can select an image and size it and place it on the graffiti board, and then it will create a text file, and you can run a Python script against that text file to select graffiti for your validator. And this really automates the process of drawing really cool images on the beacon chain graffiti board. And I'm really stoked about it. This originally was birthed in the Rocket Pool Discord, and as it came around, we were trying to decide, like, what is the right use of this. It would be a little, maybe, pompous to draw, like, a huge Rocket Pool logo over the entire graffiti board or something. So we've decided that the right thing to do is really show the strength of the Ethereum community. And so on Piermont, we're beginning a testnet, or a test of this tool in the next few days. You can join us probably by going to the EthStaker Discord, or if you check on the GitHub link below, maybe there will be details there. But we want to draw an Ethereum logo on the Piermont beacon chain graffiti board, and it's just for fun. Did we decide Prater? No, we decided Piermont. Yeah, there's enough time on Piermont. I should talk about that. So in the next few days and weeks, we'll be drawing a simple Ethereum logo, just the black outline, on that beacon chain graffiti board. I'm really excited about it. And moving forward with this tool, we have a few ideas that we want to put up for vote about what we'll draw on the mainnet dashboard, which we're going to sort of launch that graffiti project in collaboration or in coordination with the Rocket Pool mainnet. And so right now we have about 4 ideas. We're looking at using these are ideas for the mainnet POAP, the mainnet graffiti board on beacon chain, either an old school Ethereum logo, maybe a rainbow colored Ethereum logo, maybe Leslie the Rhinoceros, or Unvetica is developing a design that maybe we'll use. We're going to leave it up to a POAP vote, and the POAP to be eligible for this is the participant or viewer POAP from the last EthStaker trivia game, or quiz game, which featured Rocket Pool. And so there are about 69 POAPs that will be eligible to vote, and you'll vote on one of those 4 designs. It doesn't matter if you can't vote. We're really just trying to get a sampling of the community to figure out what the best design is. And then when we launch it, we hope that everyone will join us and just to to build or to create some great design to begin with, and then we imagine as it goes forward, there will be forks, and we can really improve and develop that graffiti wall. It's just for fun, but a lot of times things like this for fun are ways that we build community together, and I think that's kind of a neat thing. If you participate in the Piermont version of this test with the graffiti tool, you will receive a POAP, which I'm imagining will be in black and white. And then if you also participate in the mainnet version of this by proposing a block using this graffiti, you'll also receive a POAP, which I imagine would be the same POAP in a colorized version. So anyone who has the desire to participate can launch validators on Piermont and participate in this, and you will get a POAP. Now it may take a while. You may need to launch a few validators, but you're almost guaranteed to get a POAP if you try hard enough. I should always point out that when your goal is met, please carefully exit your validator and do not abandon it on the network. Piermont is an aging testnet, and it will be sunset soon, but that's no reason to mistreat it, so when you're done participating, please exit your validator. That brings me to kind of the next point. Piermont is sunsetting. It served a purpose for a while, but there are some network upgrades that the developers want to add, and they've launched the Prater testnet. That's Prater. And so anyone who might have otherwise launched validators on Piermont should now consider doing that on the Prater testnet. With that said, Piermont is not going to go down quickly. There are a lot of things that need to wrap up on it, and a lot of people who are using it for serious testing stuff. And so I've communicated with the developers, and they've agreed to let it run probably until the early summer. So if you have some kind of mission critical test going on Piermont, please reach out to me or let one of the organizers or developers know, so that we can kind of raise a flag for you and say, hey, we need to let this person wrap up this work before we shut down Piermont. Piermont is going to have support withdrawn, but we want to do that with the full knowledge of the community and let it go peacefully, not just aggravate people by pulling out something that was useful to them without notice. So there's plenty of time. Just relax. When you do launch new validators, please launch them on Prater if you can. I'm really excited about Stakehouse right now. Stakehouse is it's kind of a branch of EthStaker, and it's taking on a life of its own. Stakehouse has a couple members, notably it's led by Colfax. Remy Roy is right there with him as a deputy, and they've showcased their products before. JCRTP has collaborated with them. Grey Wizard is working with them a little bit. But Stakehouse started as just this single-click installer idea, but as we evolve as the EthStaker community, we recognize this opportunity for a kind of a development branch, like tools that need to be created that weren't really anyone else's job, but they really needed to be done. And so the Stakehouse single-click installer is one example of that. But rather than stopping there, Stakehouse is actually going to become a development branch of EthStaker. And there's a long list of products or projects that they're working on. Our primary focus would be increasing client diversity and increasing decentralization and democratization of Ethereum staking. One of my personal priorities for EthStaker has been a PPA for the 4 different launch clients. And a PPA is a personal package archive. That is, so if you use Linux, if you use Ubuntu, you can essentially install this package archive, and it lets you install programs very easily with sudo apt get installed. And so EthStaker might not be the people who need to maintain those PPAs, but they can offer some tooling and help the clients get set up so that in the future when you want to install a native client, let's say you're an advanced user and you don't want to use the Stakehouse single-click installer, but you want to install on a server, ideally you could just install Linux on that server and type sudo apt-get install Teku, sudo apt-get install Lighthouse, Prism, Nimbus, and they will download everything, launch the service for you, and it can really streamline the process of installing a Beacon Chain client. So regardless of whether that's their next project or even on their menu, I don't know, but I do want to send a shout out to Stakehouse. If you'd like to participate with them, you can look for our friend Colfax. You can find him in the EthStaker Discord. They're looking for any developer who has an interest in participating in the community good of Ethereum. I know I feel intimidated sometimes by contributing to Ethereum as a core product, but when it comes to Stakehouse, there's not that intimidation factor. It's something that anyone can work on, anyone can contribute to, whether you just want to write documentation or whether you have an idea for something that should supplement the Beacon Chain. I really hope you will chat with Colfax and share your ideas and see if there's a way for you to fit in there. It's another way that we want to grow and support the community. I also have a new obsession. If you remember a few months ago, I got addicted to Dark Forest, and damn if I didn't love that game. So I put probably 10 or 12 hours a day into Dark Forest, and I'm not a gamer. I'm looking forward to the next release of Dark Forest. I know there's some chatter about it, but lately I've been playing with Nifty.Ink, Nifty.Ink, and it is a NFT platform that runs on XDAI. And if you know me, like, I think it's crazy that people are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for tweets or whatever. To me, that's just, it's crazy. I know it's right for some people, but it's not my thing. I do love art though, and I'm not like some great art critic, but when something is pretty, I'd like maybe to have it in my collection. And so at Nifty.Ink, anyone can use their web interface to do a doodle or draw something and then put it up for sale using that platform for $1 or a quarter or $5, whatever. And then you can use XDAI to buy it. So it's, a penny to buy something or in transaction fees. And it's really a great way to support people who are kind of getting into the NFT space and aren't really into that $100,000 economy. Anyone can start. It is free. This is not an ad. I just love it. So you go to the site and you draw something and then you create it. You mint whatever, 5 of them and sell them for $3 each. And if it's good, people will snag it up. I will snag it up. If I love it, I'll buy a bunch and share them with my friends. I just love the platform. I can't wait to share it with more kids. Right now, there's a little bit of a penis problem, so you can't share it with too wide of an audience. Like, it's not quite ready to go into schools. But if you know people in your neighborhood, if you love to doodle, I definitely suggest checking out Nifty.Ink. I hope you'll create some things because I am totally addicted to buying dollar NFT art with 1 cent transaction fees. It really makes me happy. A lot of my friends are doing it. It's developed by Adam Fuller and Austin Griffith. So I'm just getting to know Adam Fuller, but I've known Austin Griffith for quite a while now. And Austin is responsible for so many of the just awesome building blocks in the Ethereum ecosystem. One of the tools that this leverages is a burner wallet. So if you go there without MetaMask installed, your browser will create a wallet for you on site and you don't have to do anything. If you start creating and selling art, deposits will go into the account associated with that wallet. And then if you want, you can export your private key, move it into MetaMask, and then you can control those funds on XDAI. We still need a really good XDAI to US dollar bridge. I think that will come in time, but damn, Nifty.Ink is awesome. Please come, please create things, please don't buy things that I wanted. So another exciting thing is EthStaker will be hosting a Berlin network upgrade. We used to call those hard forks, working to call them upgrades now. That is an upgrade of the ETH1 chain to prepare, really there are 4 EIPs that I'm very aware of that are going in there, but it's to stage ETH1 for preparation for merging with ETH2 or for docking to ETH2. And it's really not going to be, the upgrade itself should not be an exciting event, but we kind of want to turn that on its head and make it a little fun and exciting. So EthStaker is planning a 2-hour event on April 14th to kind of coincide with that. It might be 2 in the morning for some of us. It might be the middle of the day. We don't know exactly right now when that's going to hit, but we are going to have a 2-hour event around that. And to make it more fun, we're going to invite a lot of special guests. We're going to maybe do some trivia during it. We're going to have POAPs and raffles. And we really want to take this thing that is otherwise innocuous and boring and just make it something more interesting to learn about and watch. And so it will not be a technical call. It will be sort of a community call opportunity to get together and watch it. We'd love to have you on that call with us. If you want to join us, go to ethstaker.cc. Okay, so there's a link for the Berlin Hard Fork Party. If you go to that, you can sign up at the bottom and you can join us on the Zoom. Doesn't mean you have to say anything. You can if you want, but we just want to kind of have a party. Why not have fun with the people you hang out with every day? So those are the big things I wanted to talk about. We are planning to hold a Rocket Pool mainnet launch party. I do not know when that's going to be. My suspicion is it's going to be probably early May right now. It might be late April, but as soon as that official launch date is announced, we will follow up with an announcement about our launch party. We've kind of had some discussion about whether it is an EthStaker event or if it just happens to be the people who are in EthStaker who are celebrating. At this moment, I'm very happy to say it's probably okay to make it an EthStaker event for the simple fact that Rocket Pool is as close as we can imagine to a community good, and we want to support that work. They are trustless, decentralized, open source, and they support all 4 clients at launch, and in many ways, in any way conceivable, they operate as a public good. I don't want to say that Rocket Pool is perfect. There are smart contract risks associated with it, so you need to be alert for those on launch. That means maybe taking some time before you make deposits to make sure that everything is working really stably. With that said, we do plan to offer a POAP to early depositors into, early smart node operators and probably early depositors as participants in Rocket Pool. But speaking out of the other side of my mouth, I also need to urge caution. It goes both ways. I'm going to put a little bit in. I'm not going to put everything in. I'm still going to be cautious. Look forward to that launch party with us. And last but not least, I had a great chat with Alon Muruk, who is developing the secret shared validator tooling. That is kind of a new protocol upgrade for beacon chain stakers. Secret shared validators essentially allows you to have something like 7 validators running at the same time, and 4 of those 7 agree on a message before it goes to the network. This is a great way for home users to prevent slashing or pools to prevent slashing. I don't know exactly how it's going to unfold in the future, but I strongly believe that secret shared validators, SSV, will become an important part of how staking works in the next year or two. So I'd just like you to keep your eye out for that. There is a SSV fireside chat. So yeah, I'm excited about a lot of things in April, and I'm glad to have you along with us. EthStaker is an open community. We welcome anybody who wants to learn more about staking on the Ethereum beacon chain. We support solo stakers. We support pool stakers. We try to always be welcoming first and knowledgeable second. I hope you'll join us in that mission. So thanks for your time. Special shout out to Colfax and Grey Wizard, who have upped their game. Also to JCRTP, who seems continually to create things out of nowhere. And especially Rami Rond for hitting the ground running with this Graffiti tool. I think it's going to be a lot of fun and a great enrichment for our community. So thanks from EthStaker. We look forward to seeing you at the Berlin upgrade call, and take care.